Hello everyone, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mohammad Sirajul Akfaisi. Today in this video, I am going to talk about aquatic pollutions. Any physical, biological or chemical change in water quality that adversely affects living organisms or makes water unsuitable for desired uses can be considered water pollutions. There are natural sources of water contaminations such as poison springe, oil seeps, and sedimentations from erosions, but here we will focus primarily on human caused changes that affect water quality or usability. So friends, pollution control standards and regulations usually distinguish between the point and non-point pollution sources. Factories, power plants, sewage treatment plants, underground coal mines, and oil well are classified as point sources because they discharge pollutions from specific locations, such as drain pipes, ditches, or severe outfalls. These sources are discrete and identifiable, so they are relatively easy to monitor and regulate. It is generally possible to divert effluents from the waste stream of these sources and treat it before it enters the environment, and that will be done. In contrast, non-point sources of water pollution are scattered or diffuse, having no specific location where they discharge into a particular body of water. They are much harder to monitor and regulate than point sources because their sources are hard to identify. Non-point sources include runoff from farm field and feedlots, golf courses, lawns and gardens, construction sites, logging areas, road, streets, and parking lots, where point sources may be fairly uniform and predictable throughout the year. Non-point sources are often highly episodic. The first heavy rainfall after a dry period may flush high concentration of gasoline, lead, oil, and rubber residue off city streets, for instance, while subsequent runoff may be much cleaner. Perhaps the ultimate in diffuse non-point pollution is atmospheric depositions of contaminants carried by air currents and precipitated into watersheds or directly onto surface water as rain snow or dry particles. The Great Lakes, for example, have been found to accumulating industrial chemicals such as polychlorinated biphenyls and dioxins, as well as agriculture toxins such as insecticide, toxaphene, that cannot be accounted for by local sources alone. The nearest source for many of these chemicals are sometimes thousands of kilometers away. Water systems include river, lakes, oceans, and groundwater. All due to its great solvent power, the water is used in washing, irrigations, flushing away waste, cooling, making paper. For centuries, river and lake have been used as dumping grounds for human sewage and industrial waste of every conceivable kind, many of them being highly toxic and result in pollution of water. The term water pollution denotes to additions of an excess material that harmful to human, animals or desirable aquatic life. It otherwise causes significant departures from the normal activities of various living communities in or near bodies of water. In other words, we can say that mixing of undesirable external substance into water affecting degrading its quality may be called water pollution. Although the types, sources, and effect of water pollutions are often interrelated, it is convenient to divide them into major categories for discussions. So, water pollution contaminants and their impact, source and type of contaminants, and what is the impact and pathological effect. So, degradable waste, domestic and municipal sewage, and their oxygen demanding industrial waste, they are acted upon by the bacteria and oxygen dissolved in water and reduced to inorganic form as also in quantity. So, what is impact? Depletions of dissolved oxygen (DO) in water harmful for fish and other aquatic life. Many infectious disease, example typhoid, cholera, dysentery, polio, malaria, filarias, etc. Plant nutrients, phosphatic and nitrogenous compounds dissolve in water from industrial waste due to washing away of fertilizers due to heavy rains from fields. So what is the effect? Stimulate growth of algae, planktons and other plants resulting in clogging of waterways and rendering the water unfit for human use. Infectious agents, polluted stagnant water breeding ground for parasites, bacteria, viruses of all kinds. And what is the cause and impact? Cause waterborne disease and outbreak of epidemics such as mcobiosis, dysentery, cholera, typhoid, etc. Synthetic organic compound such as pesticides, agricultural chemicals, detergent, industrial waste, DDT, and their impact instance of cadmium, lead, and mercury poisoning in human beings cause neurological impairment and even death. Inorganic minerals and other chemicals, asbestos and acid. Asbestos produces lung cancer. Acid causes allergies, ulcer, skin disease, also have catastrophic impact on fish and aquatic life. Radioactive element, waste from nuclear power plants and nuclear fuel reprocessing plants are packaged and buried underwater oceans, potentially hazardous in the event of leakage and induce radiations related illness. Sediments, soil and mineral particles washed into steam or water. So what is their impact? Reduce the amount of sunlight available for marine plants, cause clogging of filter plants. Thermal pollutions, water used for cooling in electric, thermal, nuclear power plants when recirculated in water bodies. What is their impact? Can rise lake water temperature by 70 to 100 degrees Celsius, aggregate diminutions of dissolved oxygen, kills marine fish and plant life. Metal pollutions, mercury, abdominal pain, headache, diarrhea, hemolysis, chest pain. Minamata disease of Japan is a burning example. Lead, anemia, vomiting, loss of appetite, convulsions, damage of brain, liver and kidney. Arsenic, disturbed peripheral circulations, mental disturbance, liver hyperkeratosis, lungs cancer, ulcer, kidney damage, gastrointestinal tract, cadmium, diarrhea, growth retardations, bone deformation, kidney damage, anemia, injuries of central nervous system and liver, hypertension, copper, hypertension, uremia, coma, barium, excessive salivations, vomiting, diarrhea, paralysis, colic pains. You see the zinc effect, vomiting, renal damage, cramps, selenium, damage of liver, kidney and spleen, fever, nervousness, vomiting, low blood pressure, blindness and even death. Hexavalent chromium, gastrointestinal ulceration, disease in central nervous system, cancer, diarrhea, low blood pressure, lungs irritations, bone deformations, paralysis. So you see the effect of metal pollutions. Nowadays, you know how many diseases in our society. A water pollution source may be either natural or may be due to human activity. So natural source of water pollution are soil erosion, minerals, leaves, human, but generally it is so small that it is not harmful. However, sometimes if dissolved toxic matter exceed a limit, then pollution become harmful and even dangerous, especially if some poisonous minerals such as nickel, beryllium, lead, mercury are present. The main source is human source of water pollution. There is no doubt that water pollution is the result of human activities. The rapid growth of populations, urbanizations, industrializations, and increasing use of chemicals have resulted in water pollution, and this problem is increasing day by day in spite of several measures taken in these directions. The various water pollutions may be divided into following 6 categories: inorganic pollutants, organic pollutants, pesticide pollutants, and agriculture pollutants, and detergent pollutants, and oil spills and oil pollutants. So I will discuss one by one in the next video. So just think about it, because you are also a part of the society, and if your water is not good, then what will happen to human life? So friend, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.